Sunday. Did you see the news on Friday, last Friday? I remember when I was a kid, and the news on Friday, like the one we just passed, it was the big balloons in New York for the Macy's parade. Not this year. This year was how many people hit another person for a plasma TV. Those were the news. We have this new thing called Gray Thursday, right? Because we are moving back and back, the Christmas shopping deal. I imagine by the time I have grandkids, Black Friday will be like the Friday after Valentine's Day or something like that. It's insane. It's insane how people are willing to hit another person. Even a lady in Texas took a t-shirt to Walmart to tease people who was taking the TV that she wanted. It's not insane. And you cannot tell me people are willing to fight all that to be givers. I strongly believe that it's because we are takers. You see, there's a moment in life where we really need to stop and think. You know, my grandma used to tell me, my grandma used to tell me, you need to think before you speak. But I learned through my years that thinking is an exercise that can be applied to other things too. Not only when we speak. And for sure, as believers, we need to think before we purchase. Proverbs chapter 21 says this: there is desirable treasure and olive oil in the dwelling of the wise, but foolish person devours all he has. And everybody complains about the finances of this country, but more than 100 million people went shopping between Thursday and Friday. It's not insane. People don't even have health insurance, but they have a 50 inches plasma TV in their homes. That's why today I want to share with you 8 questions to be asked before you and I make a purchase. And this is important because my idea today here is not to create any guilt on you. What I want to tell you is that today is the first day of the rest of your life. And when we understand that we are called by God to be givers, but at the same time to be managers, it's not that I'm going to start a campaign for you to stop purchasing things. It's just that I believe anybody can make a lot of money. Only wise people know how to spend it. You see? And what I'm going to do in a second is to walk with you through 8 questions that we should ask ourselves when we have those items in our hands, when we are, in the web page of that store before we make that purchase. Question number 1. It is necessary. Do I need this? You know, there's a big difference between needs and desires. I desire a lot of things, but I don't need most of them. It's funny because the Bible says that when the Lord is our shepherd, He will provide everything we need. Funny, right? Question number 2. Does it reflect my Christian ethic? This thing that I want to buy reflect who I am as a person? It reflects my character, my calling, my personality. It reflects my values. Let me go to question number 3. This is a good one. If this is working. It is the best buy, and I'm not talking about the store. It is the best buy. It is the best buy. It is the best price. Oh, but I don't care. I just need it and I just grab it. Well, the thing is, when you and I remember for a second that everything we hold in our hands belongs to God, and that one day we will give account for that, I'm not asking you to be cheap. I'm just asking you to be wise. And it is important for us to do a little bit of screening and go around and check before we invest or spend the resources God has placed in our hands. Let me go to number 4. Number 4, it is an impulse item. If you don't know what's that, go to Walmart and stand in the place where you need to pay, the cashier area, and you will see all those impulse items right there, ready for your kids and your grandkids to make a big show in front of everybody, and you, full of embarrassment, will grab 100 of them in order that they will just shut up. They're designed that way because people in marketing know that we move by what? By impulse. We move by impulse. I just look, how many times you and I have been cleaning our home and we find, Colleen, 3 things of the same item, 3 of them of the same item. And then we go with amnesia to the store to buy a 4th one. Number 5, this is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. Would my spouse agree with this purchase? I'm not going to explain that one. Number 6. Does it add to or detract from my family? This item is helping me to be connected with my family or to push me away. Number 7. It is a highly depreciable item. Oh, because this is so cool right now. And in 2 weeks there will come another one and yours will be just trash. Let me go to number 8. Does it require costly upkeep? Have you ever noticed that now when you watch TV, they offer you cars based in the monthly payment and not the total amount? But the fact is that we don't pay only the monthly payment. We pay oil and gas and tax. It makes any sense? You see, when you run through all these 8 questions, purchasing become a strategy instead of an impulse. And we not only feel better with ourselves, but we feel we are glorifying God too. There's a story about this great English actor who went to a party and they asked him to say something, and he said, well, the Lord is my shepherd. And he started to say Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, and all these things. And everybody clapped when he finished. He did such a great job. And then at the end of that party, they asked the old lady who was the owner of the house to stand up and say something. And she started to say the same thing. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And when she finished, everybody was crying. At the end of the party, they asked the famous actor, how do you feel that people clapped to you, but they were so engaged with the old lady? And he said this, I know the song, but she knows the shepherd. Do you know the shepherd? If you know the shepherd, you will think before you purchase. Thank you.